last question right here. Thank you.
With Trump calling for you to drop out, can you guarantee you're going to stay in this race 100% through Super Tuesday?
Oh, I'm going to guarantee you to stay in this race through November of this year when we win the election, through January of next year when I'm inaugurated as your next president, through January of 2033 when we leave that White House after 2 full terms. That's what I'm going to tell you. We're in this through the very end because we owe it to this country. That's my duty to this country. I think there's a trap. Sometimes the truth hurts. That's when we need to see it the most. We have a government that has lied to its people and politicians who will tell you what you want to hear. There's an old saying, Thomas Sowell said this the first time. If you care about somebody, you tell them what they want to hear. If you care about yourself, you tell them what they want to hear. If you care about somebody else, you tell them the truth. So here's a hard truth. You can see it. Who are the very people paying to keep Donald J. Trump off the ballot? It's disgusting. The Reid Hoffmans of the world. Who are they $250,000 donors to in this race? Nikki Haley. Which media is propping up these fake prosecutions against Donald Trump? Every one of these mainstream media outlets has been trying desperately to do it. Who are they propping up? Just turn on the TV. It's not hard to figure out. It's hiding in plain sight. They are selling us the rope today that they will use to hang us tomorrow. So they want that to be a 2-horse race, eliminate Trump from contention, and then trot their puppet into the White House. And we owe it to this country not to walk into that trap. And so I'm going to do my part to make sure that we don't. That's our duty to this country. And you know what? When we get to that office, it's going to take a president who understands the law and the Constitution to see this through. I give immense credit to Donald Trump for exposing a lot of that rot. Nobody had done that the way that he did. He rolled that log over in that swamp, and we saw what crawled out. I'm bringing the pesticide. That is what it's going to take. I'm using the law and the Constitution to actually do it. And so I'm in this because I think it's our duty to this country. It's our duty to this country to revive our nation. And I'll tell you what, I'm all the way through January 2033 when we leave that White House. What do I want to tell you that we actually did? I'll tell you we shut down the deep state. I'll tell you we declared economic independence from communist China. I'll tell you that we grew this economy in the process with the sensible policies that we talked about today. I'll tell you our borders are secured in this country, that we stayed out of World War III in the process. But above all, the thing I want to tell you is that our 2 sons and their generation, that they are once again proud to be citizens of this nation. We have a crisis of national pride in this country. 60% of young Americans say they would sooner give up their right to vote than to give up their access to TikTok. That's where we are right now. But it doesn't have to stay that way. We have to revive those founding ideals, that inner animal spirit that has been domesticated, has been tamed by this new culture that penalizes excellence and celebrates victimhood. Our culture of excellence has leapt oceans to lift up places like China, while their culture of victimhood has come all the way back here to hold us down. When we rallied behind the cry to make America great again, we didn't just hunger for any one man. We hungered for the unapologetic pursuit of excellence. We hungered for the ideals of 1776. We hungered for the greatest nation known to man to once again be itself. And so if you all do your part on Monday night, that's what I'm asking you for. 30 minutes of your time to brave the cold and come out this Monday night. I promise you, Apurva and I and our family, we will stop at nothing to do our part as well, to make sure that we don't have to be this nation in decline. We don't have to be at the end of the ancient Roman Empire. I think what George Washington would say if he were with us right now is that as a nation, we are still a little young, actually. Going through our own version of our adolescence. Figuring out who we're going to be when we grow up. And when you view it that way, it makes sense again. You go through your adolescence, you go through that identity crisis. You lose your way a little bit. You do some stupid things. But we are stronger for it when we get to our adulthood on the other side. So no, I don't think we have to be that nation in decline. I think we still can be a nation in our ascent. I won't be the guy who walks in here and tells you it's morning in America, guys, because it's not. But it can be. I won't look young people in the eye and tell you that the American dream is alive and well. I can't tell you that right now. It is alive and hanging on for life support. But it can be. And that's why I'm asking you to do your part. Tomorrow night. Between tomorrow night and now. Between now and tomorrow night. Tell 10 people who couldn't be here what we talked about today. Bring them out too. And if you all do that for me, I promise you our family will stop at nothing. So we can tell our kids that this is still the country where no matter who you are, or where your parents came from, or what your skin color is, or how long your last name is in some of our cases, that you will get ahead in this country with your own hard work, your own commitment, your own dedication, and that you know what? You are free to speak your mind at every step of the way. That is the American dream. That is what we are running to. And with your help tomorrow night, that is what we will revive to save this great country. Thank you for coming out today, guys. God bless you and your families. And may God bless our United States of America. Let's go win this Iowa caucus tomorrow night. We're going to win tomorrow night. And then we're going to win New Hampshire. And then we're going to win Nevada. And we're going to win this election. USA. 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 God bless you guys. Thank you for coming out today. Thank you.